As lifelong proponents of Star Wars, we enjoy highlighting and studying the good stories in that universe. And today we're going to be returning to the best show that Lucasfilm has to offer, Andor. If you haven't watched the show, go ahead and put this video in your Watch Later playlist and come back to it after you're done with the show, because we will be spoiling parts of the show.
Is that how you've been presenting yourself to the world? That would explain a great deal.
The scene we will be discussing is episode 5 of season 1, The Axe Forgets. The iconic breakfast scene where Syril and his mother demonstrate their tumultuous relationship with each other is brilliant, and we're going to show you why. For context, Syril has been fired from his job and had to return to his mother's apartment in need of a place to live.
By the time you've remembered to sit up straight, it's too late. You might as well wear a sign that says, "I promise to disappoint you."
This scene opens with Syril looking down into his empty bowl, and of course his mother gets on him for slouching. She reads way too much into it and thinks that it's a manifestation of his brokenness and a reason as to why he is currently downtrodden. By Syril's non-reaction to this, we infer that he is used to this kind of treatment from her. And of course she uses this to segue into guilt-tripping him for not seeing each other while he was gone.
Shame we couldn't have seen more of each other when you were flourishing. I'd have the memory to sustain me.
Syril tries to push back, but she has been doing this his whole life and knows exactly what to say. She moves on with the conversation, talking about how he has no prospects for the future. But Syril, not wanting to talk about this, keeps his side of the conversation about her not visiting.
I know what you tell me. I intuit the rest. I intuit you have no future prospect.
She insists on talking about his future, and he acquiesces. However, even in his defeat, he manages to mock her. He starts to use what linguists call an anaphora, which is using the same word or phrase to start subsequent phrases or sentences, when he says, "I forgot," to start 2 sentences. However, she turns this around and completes the pattern of 3 by using this against him.
I've forgotten the precision of your predictive powers.
You've remembered how to mock me?
Forgotten how sensitive you can be.
Perhaps you've forgotten my question, do you have even a single prospect before you?
And then we get to the reason for this scene. He states that he will find a way, and she reveals the information that she has been keeping from him, Uncle Harlow. Every good character that starts a conversation should do so because they want something. And this is what she wants, to save her son, because she doesn't think that he can do it himself. However, the scene isn't finished yet, and there must be a reason for that. And it's to find out that Syril has heard this before. His mother calling in the family favor is something that has happened before, and it obviously hadn't worked out then, so why would it now? Syril tries to question her about this, but she has all the answers, because she came into the conversation knowing what it would be about.
And you think he'll talk to you?
I know he will. And he'll know why I called. And he'll respect me for having waited so long in asking and being so prudent about my request.
Syril knows that this is something he cannot stop, because as his mother said, he's got no prospects. And she wants to help her son, and in turn, help herself. Even though she guilt trips him about not seeing her while he was away, she knows that it was a two-way street and she could have made the effort. So in getting Syril a job close to home, maybe she can see her son and not have to travel across the galaxy to do so.
Well, you could have come anytime you wanted.
Any civilized being knows an open invitation is no invitation at all.
This scene is a masterclass in using dialogue to drive the conflict, and something that should be studied. Always having characters that want something will make for better scenes. And with Syril stuck in his mother's apartment, he is forced to play her games, and she has home field advantage.
We'll find a way.
I'm calling Uncle Harlow.
This scene is necessary because Syril needs a new goal, and this scene gives that to him. He must find a way out of this apartment, and a way to get away from his mother. When it comes to ambitious characters, a good way to show ambition is by having that character use something that other characters think is a hindrance as an asset.
What is it you'll be asking for?
Someone who'll take you on, Syril.
Setting the bar high, are we?
Uncle Harlow will know what's best.
Syril's mother wants something to hold over Syril's head. However, as the show continues, Syril leverages this opportunity to climb to even greater heights than his mother ever expected. This is the start of 3 brilliant scenes that take place in this exact location, with the 2 characters having breakfast, and each scene builds and is different than the previous ones. And that's why Andor is the best that Star Wars has to offer. And as always, may the Force be with you.